I gotta go fix this real quick. We rocking like a mug over here. Hold on. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all having a beautiful and blessed day. Now, usually I would bring my podcast mic outside, and on a beautiful day like today, I'm gonna show y'all. It's a beautiful day, y'all. And we rocking a little bit because I have this little podcast thing, you know what I'm saying? It's a little on product that I got from Walmart just to extend the height of the podcast stand. But it is useless, y'all. It's useless. I'm about to go get my tripod. Hold on real quick. My tripod a little more stable. Give me just a moment, y'all. Making a change, right? Taking a stance for your life and saying, hey, this is what I want to do with my life. This is my dream. This is my goal, and the people that's in my life that's trying to influence me in a negative way, I can't kick it with them no more. You got to say to yourself, I can't have those, naysayers around no more. I can't have individuals who try to dictate what they want for my life, because you have to wake up and be you every single day, not those people. Not to say that, you're better off by yourself. No, because in actuality, you need your friends, you need your family, you need your coworkers, colleagues, and everything like that. You need, a team of people who's going to push you to see you win. You need a team of people behind you that's going to help you achieve your dream. Because let me tell you something. If you think you're going to have a lone wolf mentality in being a success story, ain't possible. And here's why. Some of the biggest celebrities on this planet, they have a makeup crew, they have a fashion crew, they have a financial crew, they have a legal crew in case things go awry, you know what I mean? And they got to sue somebody or somebody trying to sue them. They have a team of people behind them all the time. So what does that tell you? You can't succeed on your own and continue to be on your own. Hold on, I'm going to move us from the table because I don't know if that's a good angle. Because I was going to record from the car real quick. Give me just a sec, y'all. I got to get all the equipment. I got more equipment, y'all, so bear with me. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. Give me just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hold on. Cool. So, like I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Some of the biggest celebrities that you know today have a team of people behind them, whether it's a fashion team, whether it's a legal team, whether it's a financial team, whether it's their PR. You know what I mean? So you have to understand, you need a team of people behind you, in order to succeed in life. And you just can't have the wrong people around you, because the type of company you keep will determine the outcome of your life. If you have some people who are always on dangerous mode, always on go, how the streets like to say, you have those type of people around, then best believe you won't have a very long life expectancy, because of the fact that if they always pulling out straps on people, or y'all always getting shot at, you know what I mean, because of the company you keep around, then you might want to evaluate, especially if you have big plans for your life. You want to become a success one day. You have to evaluate the friends you have around you. If you have a bunch of lazy people around you, you will become lazy. And at the end of the day, you'll become less and less motivated as the days goes on, as the weeks go on. So you have to take a stand and say, I'm going to make a change today. Okay. I'm going to evaluate my life right now from where I am. And I'm going to say, okay, this is what I want for my life. This is what I expect. This is what I want to achieve. And these are the things I want to do. But in order to achieve any of these things, I need to evaluate the team I have around me. Are they thinking on the same level as me? Do they understand where I'm coming from? Are they really happy to see me succeed and to win? Because if not, ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. You have a problem. You know what I mean? That's why when I moved out of Philadelphia, I realized that all the so-called friends I thought I had, I didn't have. And some of the biggest naysayers, right? Some of the biggest, haters was individuals I once called my best friends. Some of the biggest haters, to my podcast, my YouTube journey, was people that I grew up with since diapers. This is insane to me. It's wilding, y'all. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. But some of your biggest haters will be your loved ones. It will be your best friends. It'll be your coworkers. It'll be your spouse sometimes. Heck, it can even be your neighbor sometimes. Boy, what? So you have to think to yourself, okay, if these type of people are around me, will it, suffer my success? Meaning, will it, make it hard for me to succeed in the long run? Will it be difficult for me to prosper with these individuals around? I know you heard stories. If you listen to hip hop, I know you heard stories about rappers who got set up by their own friends. Going to a casino, going to a bar, going to a nightclub, going to, to just a shopping mall or something like that. And they got set up by their own friends. And that's because they didn't evaluate the company that was around them before they became a success story. That's why I'm grateful. You know what I mean? I'm really grateful that the Lord revealed who those people were before I started all this. Because they be jumping in the comment section, but like, yo, Matt, you don't know what you're talking about. No, bro, don't be making these videos. Nobody really care. And blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, remember you was in the hood, used to smoke weed with us and all that. Bro, what? No. That's not what we talking about, for one. And for two, if you gonna hate on me, then you're free to hate. But just, don't get in the way of what I'm doing. Like I said in a previous video, you're going to have individuals who stand with you, or you're going to have individuals who stand against you. But you should not, and you shall not, let anybody stand in your way of your dreams. I'm going to reiterate on that. You're going to have people stand with you, and you're going to have people, stand against you. But you should not let anyone stand in your way of achieving your dream. Hurdle over them if you got to. You know what I mean? Jump right over them. Meaning, like, it's going to be hard, but you got to cut those people off. When you got to hurdle over those people to get to your dream, to make your dream a reality, you have to just say goodbye to those friends. It sucks. It really does suck, right? Because some of the best, success stories is crazy. Some of the best success stories coming out of like 2020, 2021, 2022. Ask those people, are they still friends with the big crowds of people they went to college with? They'll tell you no. We maybe have like 5 or 6 people, maybe 3 or 4 people that's in our circle that I talk to on a daily basis, that actually calls and checks up on me. But all those friends we used to party with back in the day, I don't hear nothing from them anymore. So you have to begin to evaluate it and make a change and take a stand and say to yourself, this is where I want to go in life. If you want to move, hey, start working, saving up your paychecks. Start setting up a plan. Pray on it. Ask the Heavenly Father to help your plan come to fruition according to His will. Not your will, not my will, not your neighbor's will, not your spouse's will, but the Heavenly Father's will. If it lines up for His will for your life, that He's going to bring it to pass. So that way you can get out of that area or neighborhood or, vicinity that you are currently in. If your stance is to make a change and stop drinking, you have to begin with the baby steps. If you're used to drinking all day, 24/7, You know what I mean? You have to start saying, all right, I'm gonna start weaning myself off of this, and you have to think to yourself, okay, what are the negative health effects if I continue on this path? Early death, liver damage, you know, high blood pressure, everything. So if I want to live a healthier lifestyle and I want to enjoy life sober, I have to wean myself off of that stuff little by little. Lay out a plan, pray on it. And when you fall back, and we've all fall back. I had fallback moments where, I was struggling with things. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I used to watch bad videos on the internet. And we can't say the word on YouTube because of the algorithm. But I used to struggle with that stuff. I used to watch all kind of violent hip hop videos, listen to all kind of crazy music. But I had to let the Heavenly Father wean me off of that stuff. Do I still listen to regular rap music from time to time? Lord, forgive me, but yes. Yes, I'm being truthful with you guys. And I'm trying to wean myself off by listening to lo-fi jazz music, and that's where I take a stance and make a change in my life. Like, okay, I can't listen to this stuff no more. As a man of God, I can't listen to this no more. It sucks because, one of my favorite songs is 500 Benz by Joey Bad. You know what I mean? Bad A. I can't really say his name. And by Joey Bad, his name, he has a track called 500 Benz, one of my favorite tracks. Till this day, still one of my favorite tracks. And I can't listen to it because of the lyrics, And so what I do to wean myself off, hold on, there's a motorcycle coming by. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, I be wanting to move out this neighborhood because as soon as I set up this tripod, I swear, like, I'll sit outside on my front step. This is a little side note. This has nothing to do with the story, by the way. But I'll sit outside on my front step, and this neighborhood will be so quiet. Soon as I set up my tripod and hit record, you got all kind of loud vehicles, people on loud motorcycles going by, kids, you know what I mean, conversating. I'll be like, bro, where did this come from? What, yo? But anyway, glory to God. But at the end of the day, that's where I make a change. I listen to the edited version of 500 Benz, where all the curse words are bleeped out, all the worldly lyrics are bleeped out, you know what I mean? And then I start listening to the instrumental, where there's no rap lyrics whatsoever. It's just a beat, So try to get my mindset off of that, So if if your stance is to say, hey, I want my college degree, I think it's about time I go back to school. I tried these jobs out here, nothing is really, the jobs ain't jobbing anymore. The jobs ain't jobbing anymore, And you say that to yourself and you say, you know what? I want something better for my life, because I can't see myself doing this anymore. I want to go get that college degree. I was halfway there in getting, my culinary degree to open my own restaurant. But somewhere along the lines, I stopped. So if you want to go back into, and achieve that dream of getting that college degree, then I suggest that you make a plan and you take the steps to make it happen. But you don't need nobody's permission to do this. You don't need, that's why I say remove all naysayers, all haters from your life. But eventually you're still going to have some haters, which means you're doing everything right. If you got some haters, you're doing absolutely everything right. But I'm talking about the ones that you once called friends. Remove them from your life. Delete their numbers. You know what I mean? Stop talking to them. Heck, if you got the balls, tell them to their face and be like, hey, I can't bang with you. I wish you all the best. God bless you. I always love you like a brother or a sister. But you go your way in life, I'll go mine. This is what you comfortable with doing, and I have dreams to chase. And therefore, take a stance to make a change in your life. Because if you are okay with the same old, then keep going, doing what you're doing. Keep on doing what you're doing. I promise you, if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to get the same thing day in and day out. Day in and day out. You keep hanging with the same lazy friends, you're going to get the same lazy results. Day in and day out. Day in and day out. Everybody want to work. Nobody want to work. Nobody want to put in the effort. Nobody want to, go back to school. Everybody talking about what they want to do with their life, but everybody on the couch playing video games. And if that's been going on for 4 or 5 years, then you need to remove yourself from the situation and say to yourself, I can't be a part of this. I'm not dragging my life down because this is what my friends want to do. And my thing is, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, you're going to have some haters. Nothing you can do about it. People going to hate you till the day you dead and gone. You could be in the grave gone. People still going to hate you, still going to talk about you, all that. It happens. It absolutely happens, but you have to, be okay with that. The problem with a lot of people is they think that they can please everybody. For real, thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for that. I was just alluding to that fact. He said, major shout out to Jeremy, guys, in the chat. He says, I feel like there's a difference between dreamers and doers. Dreamers are nothing without a work ethic. That's why faith without works is dead and works without faith is dead. Because to have a dream, you got to do. You got to put in the work. And if you're around lazy people, then, you know what I mean? They're going to make you lazy eventually. They gonna make you lazy because my mom, God rest her soul, will always say, mind the company you keep. As a kid, I never understood it. But as a 30-something-year-old man, I get absolutely everything she was telling me now. And it's crazy how wisdom we hear as a kid comes full circle when we hit adulthood. We start analyzing the friends we got around us. We start analyzing the people we work with. We start analyzing some of the family we socialize with during family, family get-togethers, during family events. We say, cousin so-and-so, they always over here drinking. You know what I mean? Always with a different woman or always with a different man. They ain't never settled down. Ain't nobody married over here. You know what I mean? And if they single, they're not doing anything with their life. They still staying at home with their mom or their dad. You start analyzing stuff like that and thinking, okay, that's not what I want for my life. I want to do so much more. I want to do so much more. And you begin to act on it. You begin to act on it. To have a dream, you got to do. Why do you think I press the live button every day? And I do apologize about the previous live. There was damage to the microphone cord, so that's why the audio sounded like crappy. I even linked it up to my laptop to see if the audio was like terrible, with the laptop, and the microphone still was terrible with the laptop too. So now I'm gonna just use my lav mic. Makes the audio more clear. It ain't too loud. You know what I mean? It doesn't catch too many of the plosives in there. So yeah. But other than that, you got to put in the work. Another thing is having the people around you that's going to hold you accountable. That's another thing. Besides putting in that work, people that's going to hold you accountable are going to make sure you're not lazy. You're not sitting down doing nothing. You know what I mean? They're going to make sure, you're doing absolutely everything in your power every day to meet your goals. To push yourself to your limit. They're making sure you're actually meeting, your goals in every day. Because to get to your dream, you got to have daily goals. You can't just be aimless out here. You can't just have a dream with no aim whatsoever. Like my dream is to be an astrophysicist, but I want to open my own restaurant. What? Wait a minute. Go back. We not going to gloss over the fact that you just said your dream is to be an astrophysicist. We get that. But you want to open your own restaurant. Where did the two correlate at? I mean, yeah, you can have a passion for cooking. You can have a passion for astrophysics. But at the same time, you got to have a goal in mind. You got to put in that work to make it happen. You got to put in the work to make that happen. You can't sit back and say to yourself, I'm just going to do this one day. With or without people. You need a team that's going to like build you up. You need winners in your circle. That's why it's called, at the end of a race, if you watch, Formula One, NASCAR and all that, it's called a what? A winner's what? Winner's circle. You need a circle of winners around you. You can't be surrounded with a bunch of nobodies. When I say nobodies, I'm not talking about social status. I'm talking about people who don't want to do anything with their life. And if you ask them, literally sit down and ask them, what do you see yourself doing in the next 10, 20 years? They say to themselves, I'm so afraid to be around people like that. Because once again, what comes full circle, mind the company you keep. You become those you hang around. Or, i.e., birds of a feather flock together. Hold on. For real. Like, yo, I'm 35. I'm being for real, Jeremy. I'm 35. Like, that's my biggest fear, is not being able to reach my full potential in life. But it's okay to have those fears, because those fears will keep you in shape. They'll keep you focused. Those fears that make sure, you stay on it. Like, all right, cool. I'm going to reach my potential every day. Say, for example, your goal is to get in the gym, to make a change, get in shape. You want to buff up. You got to get them gains every day. You know what I do every day? I do 10 sets of 3 with arm curls on both arms. You know what I mean? Arm curls on both arms, then 10 sets of 3. 10 sets of 3 when it comes to doing push-ups. 10 sets of 3 with sit-ups. You know what I mean? Every single day. What also helps is not to work out the body, but also to work out the mind. My thing is, I don't have a lot of books, but I do have a Bible. You know what I mean? So I read the Word of God for the wisdom that I need. I read the Word of God for the wisdom I need to actually grow as a man. Do I get everything right? No, I don't. Sorry to tell you the truth. No, I don't. Nobody's perfect. But at the end of the day, I strive, to be better every day. You got to set goals. You got to make a change for your life. And change starts when you actually act on it. That's why I'm glad, Jeremy, you said, there's a difference between dreamers and doers. Because a dreamer can say, I'm going to make a change. But a doer actually makes that change. If you just got out of jail, if you're someone who just got out of jail, for example, and you say, I want to turn my life around. I'm going to get a job. I'm going to finally spend time with my kids. I'm going to make things right, with my kids' mom or my kids' dad, and show my family I'm changed. Do you know? Let me tell you something. There's ex-felons and all that who have a CDL. Let me tell you something. Do you know there's ex-felons who are now like corporate managers, district managers? Do you know that? There's some ex-felons who are actually attorneys now. It's all about the effort you're willing to put in and the change you're willing to make for your life. You got to begin to take a stand and make a change. And for everybody jumping in the chat, what I'm talking about, major shout out to eMoney TX. What's up, eMoney? Thank you for jumping in the live stream. What are we talking about tonight is when you begin to take a stand and make a change for your life. And you can watch the live stream over. I'll have it up here on the channel. When the live stream is over, you can watch it from the beginning and everything like that and check it out. But anyway, there are ex-felons who are district managers. But you have to begin day one or one day. You got to begin now. The reason why I do podcasting and I do YouTube videos and I do live streams here on YouTube and I do TikTok streams and all that, and I spend time with my wife and my kids, because tomorrow is not promised. And so many people who are lazy, they act like, okay, I have the next 7 months. I'ma be straight. If it's the Lord's will that we see tomorrow, if it's the Heavenly Father's will that we see tomorrow, then that's what it is. If it's the Most High God's will that we live to see tomorrow, then that's just what it is. Then you have more time to get it right. But if not, you know, you gotta remember, there's people who didn't wake up today. So you gotta like make a change. Like, you know what I mean? You can't keep doing the same old, you know, like say for example, drinking and partying. If you've been doing that since you were 19, 18 years old, and you are now my same age, 35, bruh, you getting too old. You getting too old for that. Let me tell you a warning story. My cousin Greg, he passed away in April of 2020? During the rage of the pandemic. He would have been 40 years old. He was 3 days shy of his 40th birthday. Let me tell you what happened. Partying and drinking and drugs. We've been trying to get him to stop doing that for the past 8 years. Every time he would show up to my uncle's house or every time he would call me on video chat, he looked like he was sweating up a storm. And like his heart was racing. He always tell me, cuz, let me call you back. I can't breathe right now. And then I would tell him, yo, cuz, get in the gym, dude. Stop drinking. Enough is enough. Go drink some water. Chill out. Get in the gym. Go for walks. Like ask your wife to go for walks with you and get back in shape. Drop the alcohol. He would be alive to this day if he would have took the advice I gave him. And took the advice my Uncle Todd gave him. You know what I mean? If he would have listened, he would be alive today. So you can't keep doing all that party, because that partying is going to destroy your body. Hold on, the wind is blowing in real quick. Hold on, y'all. I'll bring us a little closer so that way the wind don't get in the mic. But that partying, you know what I mean, it's going to destroy your body. It's going to like literally break you down slowly. That's exactly what it did with my cousin Greg before he passed away. He broke his body down. He couldn't, you know, have the stamina to go to the gym. He didn't have, you know, the heart health to actually work out. You know, he was always like sweating. Blood pressure was always high. Yeah, keep partying. Keep partying and think it's sweet. You gotta make a change. You gotta say enough is enough. I have kids to live for. You know, and if you don't have kids, you know, you gotta say, hey, I wanna at least live to be 70, 80 years old. Yeah, and what's crazy is most people don't even set a goal like that. Most people don't even set a goal to say, hey, I want to live to be 80 years old. A lot of us see the here and the now. Ask most street cats what they want. Jordans, clothes, jewelry, and a Dodge Hellcat. That's goals. That's life goals. Never mind if the car breaks down. Never mind if you need to put insurance on the vehicle. Never mind if you get into an accident with said vehicle, because let's be real. There's so much horsepower in any Dodge vehicle these days that you're bound to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? You're bound to be a stereotypical life insurance policy riding around in those things. I'm sorry to tell you the truth. It's real. That's always real. $15 a day. Jeremy, you know what I mean? I honestly say this. I'm not telling you to quit your job. You know, you got a good work ethic. You got a good character. Major shout out to you. I wish a lot of people had that work ethic. But don't overwork yourself. You're 28. You're getting close to 30. Start slowing down. You don't have to put in 15 hours a day. You know what I mean? You can start weaning yourself off and start doing 12 hours a day. And then after about, 2-3 weeks, start doing 10 hours a day. And then after 2-3 more weeks, slow down to 8 hours a day. And just stay at that 8-hour maximum, and just work 4 or 5 days a week on 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day. If you don't want to fall beneath the, 10 hours, you can stay at 10 hours and just do that for 4 or 5 days a week. But you need that social interaction. Like I said, you need that winner circle around you. And the only way to develop that winner circle is to, go on forums and meet people or Actually go out traveling and meet people who are successful, get to know them and build a repertoire with them and say to them, hey, I'm looking for friends who are, looking to socialize, you know what I mean? And, so that way I can, balance out my, work life ethic and everything. Cause you can't dedicate everything to this job. And then one day you have a heart attack from overworking and exhaustion, because let's be real, those health matters do exist. You can't overwork yourself. You need the proper healthy relationships around you. You need people that tell you, hey, it's good that you work, but slow down a little bit. You know what I mean? Slow down a little bit. Don't stop going to work. Don't say, hey, I'm not showing up to work at all. Like, no, don't do that. But you need the right type of people around you to say, hey, take a breather. Take a breather every once in a while. Like on your days off, rest, chill out, play some video games. Let's go for a walk. Let's play some basketball or something like that. You need that work-life balance, because that's what I do. I have a wife and 4 kids. So, it's very mandatory that I have time management. And a reason why I make these live streams, and reason why I make these videos is to show people just because you might have a family doesn't mean you can't act on your dreams. If anything, that should be, the igniter for you, right, to put the fire under your feet to say, hey, you got to get it going now. You got a family to feed. You can't just be sitting around doing nothing. Even when I was single, I would make these live streams. I don't know. I once had no aim for the channel. That's why I had comedy skits, animation reviews, but I had to start getting serious at the beginning of this year. At the beginning of this year, I looked at my channel. I said, see, this ain't flying, this ain't flying, this ain't flying. Okay, what the heck am I doing with this? And I just went back and re-edited everything. But I had to have the time management to do so. I had to have the time management to do so. So what you're going to need is, some work-life balance, and just focus on you, on your days off. And then go make some friends. It's okay to make some friends, but don't make the wrong friends. Like I said in the video, in the live stream earlier, analyze the people you got in your circle. If they don't have that same work ethic as you, if they don't have any dreams or goals and they not acting towards their dream, then you don't waste your time with them. And it's crazy because this is the same knowledge I wish an OG taught me when I was a kid. Boy, I would have been starting a YouTube channel when YouTube was a thing. I would have literally had a 12-year-old YouTube channel because of the simple fact that I was wasting time with people I thought were my friends. Exactly, you know what I mean? And people crap on the fact that, oh, you got kids, like that's boring. Nah, but you have a family, bruh. You have a legacy to pass on. That's dope right there. That's dope. You know what I mean? That's fire. And I appreciate the love and support for that, man. I appreciate the love and support. But yeah, that's the reason why I got serious in 2024. At the beginning of this year, I went back into my 22 mode. And when I say my 22 mode, at the beginning of January 2022, I dropped a brand new podcast episode every day for a month straight. I'm talking about Monday through Sunday for a month straight was a brand new podcast episode, brand new poetry pieces. I didn't have no reruns for a month straight. Who doing that? Who worked that hard? I'm talking about working 12-hour shifts and then after that, doing YouTube. After that, doing podcast episodes. You know what I mean? Like, I literally didn't sleep that much. So that's why I did get work ethic, because I kind of had the same thing back in 2022. So when 2024 hit, I said, yo, I got to hit the ball rolling. And December 30th, it was the day before New Year's Eve. And I looked at my channel and I said, yo, something's got to change. I can't, keep doing the same day in and day out, because I'm getting to an age where, retirement not that far away. 65, is retirement age, but that's only 30 years away. So I got to make something happen. You know what I mean? I got to make my dream happen now or never. You know, and one of the biggest inspirations, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know who this YouTuber is, but there's an old man. He has a YouTube channel with 1 million subscribers and about 3 million views on this one video, and he's teaching young men how to be proper men, and there's no special effects. The video is blurry, but the audio is clear, and I'm gonna see if I can leave the link here in the description if I find that video. You know what I mean? If I find that video, I'll definitely leave the link in the description, ladies and gentlemen, for y'all to check that out. It's the plainest, most plainest. It looked like it was recorded from a basic phone. You know what I mean? It looked like it was not recorded from a camera or no type of specialized equipment. It was recorded from a basic phone. And he had 1 million subscribers. And he had to be every bit of 78, 79 years old. And that was the motivation for me. I said, all right, cool. You know, now I'm about to hit 35. What am I going to do? What am I going to do with my life? And I looked at my YouTube channel and I went back and I made some changes. I said, So these videos don't belong. This video don't belong. Okay, what am I doing with these YouTube shorts? Absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. I'm going to switch gears from making comedy shorts and I'm going to go from making everybody laugh to actually spreading some wisdom to help men grow. Because there's nothing wrong with being that friend to make people laugh. But there's times when it's time for you to get serious. And when you want to make a change in your life, you got to get serious. You know, most men's lives are like just all over the place. You know what I mean? They're absolutely all over the place. And they still joke around like it's okay. I'm all for a good laugh every once in a while. I'm a comedic type of guy. But there's times I'm absolutely serious. Like, okay, let's get the business. You know, what we talking about in this video, what we talking about in this live stream, what we talking about this and this and this and this. Don't get me wrong, none of this is scripted whatsoever. None of my videos were scripted. Maybe like 2 of them that I've done recently were scripted. Even this live stream is off the top of my head, but I stay focused. And that's what you got to do. You got to stay focused. You got to stay sharp. And that's what I'm here to do as a man, is to help you be the best men that you can be. You know? And if any women are watching, you know what I mean? I'm trying to give you guys some advice to help you be the best you can be. You know what I mean? To get you to focus on your dreams and goals. Because when you think about millennials, right? When you think about millennials, and I'm a millennial, especially Gen Xers, they look at us like, y'all the softest people in the world. Y'all the most softest, oversensitive generation ever. I'm a millennial that should have been a Gen Xer. Because I got the street smarts of a Gen Xer. I don't play the nonsense, okay? I look at it this way. You can play with your friends, play with your kids, but don't play with me. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So that's why I say you got to begin to make a change. You know? So look at your life right now. Look at your life. And I want you to evaluate. Are you happy? Are you content? Because this video isn't for you. If you're content with what your life is, then major shout outs to you, my friend. But if you know you need to make some changes, you want to lose some weight, get in shape and go to the gym, or you want to get that college degree, or you want to start your own business this year, guess what? We about to hit June. We got 6 months left of this year. What you going to do with the next 6 months? If it's the Lord's will for us to see the next 6 months, what you going to do with the next 6 months? Are you going to go back to school to get your GED if you never got your high school diploma? Or are you going to go get that CDL? Are you going to actually, start a YouTube channel? Are you actually going to start a podcast? The ball is in your court. And you have to make a stand. You have to say enough is enough. I cannot continue on with these individuals. They goofy, you know what I mean? Or they hating on me, or they laughing at me. Especially if you got people that laugh at you, let them laugh. Let them laugh. You focus on what the Lord wants you to do, what he created you to do. You focus on what the Heavenly Father created you for and the purpose He has given you. You focus on that. But you gonna be, oh, but Matt, I got tired of being laughed at. Man, I got tired of this. I get it. I get laughed at. Yeah, I told my buddy, right? Told my buddy back in Philly, and I was kind of offended that he actually did this. Told my buddy in Philly, he asked me how many subscribers I have on the channel. I said, I only got 196, you know what I mean? I said, but it's slow progress, but we getting there. We definitely getting there. And he laughed at me. He said, bro, that's nothing, man. He said, as long as you've been doing this, that's all you got. I was like, bro, it's a turtle race. You know what I mean? You got to understand, slow and steady wins the race. And more subscribers don't mean, the channel growth. You can have 1 billion subscribers, but if you don't know what you're doing, the algorithm isn't going to really suggest your content like that. So that's why I was like, you know what? If you get laughed at, hey, let people laugh. Focus on your purpose. Focus on your dreams and goals and make that change this year. 6 months left in the year. 6 months left in the year, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can change. A month from now, things can definitely change. In a year from now, oh my gosh. People like to count themselves out. That's what makes me laugh. Individuals like to count themselves out. I'm standing proof that a year ago today, I bounced back from being homeless. A year ago to this day. So don't count yourself out. Don't let people discount you or discredit you or discourage you. Don't let them discourage you. Focus on what the Lord created you to do. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say major shout out to everybody in the live stream tonight. Thank you guys for all the love and support, chat. You know what I mean? It's been a pleasure talking to you guys. It's been a pleasure, you know what I mean? Sharing this wisdom to you guys and everything. And I hope it helps someone out there, and I hope it helps you to grow. I thank you guys for all the love and support. You know what I mean? I got to end the live stream because the battery is dying on my phone and I don't want to cut off. But anyway, I love you guys. And if it's the Lord's will, I'll see you all tomorrow night. Take care. Good night. And God bless.